Morning everyone, how are you? Hope you're well. Oh, I'm so excited for today. I am. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I have got so much pin mail from over in California. So that's what we're going to do today. It's going to be a long one, I have a feeling. So get your cup of tea ready. Needed that, and I'll catch you the other side of the intro. Hit it, maestro! Excited, you ready for this? Let's put my glasses on so I can see everyone. Hello! Oh my, I have been having these pins now for that long, and these are all the pins that I've had from my wonderful friends over in California. So these are all my Disneyland pickups, and many of you ask, you know, who do you use, who can you trust? And I always use the same person for my California and Disneyland pickups, and that's Collectible theme park items. I'll put their link down here, and I'll also put their links down in the description. Fantastic, really reliable, and I get an invoice, so I know exactly where I stand. So yeah, recommend them definitely. So go and check them out. But these are all the pins that they've been sending me. And I'm terrible in my pin box. You know, you're meant to like rotate it. Bear in mind, I'm an ex-retail manager and I had to do with food rotation. Pin rotation is a thing that I don't do. I just shove it in my box, wherever. So, some of these are gonna be really old. So I thought, we'll do all of my Disneyland pins today, and then we can start afresh with my next pickups. Is my box empty? No, I'm hoping to do a Hong Kong, Shanghai pickup video as well. Yeah, to get it so that I can put things back in without having to stack it on top. You know, when they're all standing up, the envelopes in my box, and then I'm lying them on top and on top of the lid, and it's never a good situation, is it? Right, so shall we have a look? So we have a look what pins I've got. Let's have a look. I've just taken all the pins out of the bags. You know when you don't really realise what you're buying until you take them all out of the bags and you're like, okay. This is a new year going forward. I'm going to try and be so good this year, but we all know, we all fall off the bandwagon. It's like January, we all go to the gym, don't we? We all do gym memberships, and I was adamant I am not doing a gym membership. I'm not. I don't stick to it. I hate the gym. So anyway, yesterday, Phil bolted me onto his gym membership. I swim like a fish, very slowly, but I swim like a fish, and I've lost 10 pounds so far, so it's a start. It's got a long way to go, but yeah, so, will I fall off that bandwagon? I've got a feeling I'm going to fall off this one. Right, so my first ones. So, yeah, I have now completed my Windows of Evil pins, and I am thrilled. I did a trade, and that is upstairs in my pin box. I should have really got that one out, but I just wanted to do the pins that Collectible theme park items have collected for me. I wanted to just do a video on their pins today. I'm sure they'd have liked to have made them, but they didn't. They picked them up for me. Yeah, I've collected them all now. I've got all of them, and I'm absolutely thrilled. Now, these Windows of Evil set were so hard to get hold of, and these are a limited edition of 2000. So these ones were all ones that they were able to collect me from the park. Look, my little pin board. I do like my little pin board. So the first one we've got there, yeah, that's a good start because I don't know who he is, but anyway. So these are the ones, my latest editions. So we've got Cruella. Isn't she amazing? Look at that. I love Cruella. And then we've got the baddie. Scar, that's it, Scar out of Lion King, the baddie. I had to think about that. And then I think, is that Chernabog? I think it is, but they're beautiful, the details all around them. And then down here we have got Dr. Facilier. See, I'm getting better, aren't I? But I just think they're beautiful, and it's all the detail around the frames, and yeah, I'm thrilled. And how on earth I've managed to get the 12 pins, and I've managed to get 12 real pins, because these ones have been heavily faked. I don't know, I really don't know, but I'm absolutely thrilled, and being able to get them pickups as well, and knowing that once it was committed to, that I get them. It's reliability, isn't it? So that's absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to pinch my friend's idea. So James over at Pin Palz, I'll link him down below. He's a lovely family channel. He does pins, but he does it with his daughters and his girlfriend. And I think that's so lovely, because as a dad, to find something to get your kids involved in, yeah, it's really lovely. You can see what sort of relationship they have. It's beautiful to watch. But go and check his channel out. But he posted, I was rewatching a load last night, and then watching some others for the first time. And what he said he's going to do is he's collecting the new Windows of Magic, which I bet you can't believe it, but I might just have one of those as well. So there's Aurora, the first one of the Windows of Magic. And what he said he's going to do, and I'm sorry James, but I'm going to pinch your idea, but I'll give you full credit, and yours will be so much better than mine. But what he said is, wouldn't it be fabulous if they had the Windows of Magic to go with the Windows of Evil? Well, obviously Aurora goes with Maleficent. So I was going to get a shadow box and do the Windows of Evil, and then a shadow box with the Windows of Magic. But I might now do like a bit combined. I don't know. It means I've got to wait a year until I frame them, but then I suppose that's one less expense for now. So yeah, so I think these are lovely. And these ones, this set now, they're $17.99. So the other set were $16.99. So they have gone up £1. Sorry, $1 even, not £1. It's about 75-80p, that is. And these ones, again, they're limited edition of 2000. So there's the back. So just really beautiful, pretty pins, full of sunshine, whereas the other ones were full of darkness. So yeah, I absolutely adore those. The next pins I've got are actually Christmas pins. Can you believe I've got Christmas pins and I haven't got them out? So it's Chip and Dale, and I love this. And if you look, they've got little masks and they move. I love moving pins. Look at this. Look, aren't they cute? And that's a limited edition of 5,000. Isn't that pretty though? Really, really pretty. Yeah, I love that one. And then the other one I got from that set, there was only two that they released with moving parts, if you like, and that was the Stitch one. You got Stitch there. And look, he's got his little Christmas mask, look. Aren't they adorable? I just thought these were really lovely pins, and these were $16.99. And I got Blank a Stitch one for Christmas, I did. I was a good mum, I did. The next pin I picked up was the Festival of the Holidays. Can't believe it's a Christmas pin and I'm only just showing it you. But look at that. And because we were actually there for Christmas Day and for Boxing Day, I thought this was just such a lovely pin to have. Now it's very naughty because on the bottom it's got limited edition, and in fact it's a limited release pin. Can you see it says limited release just there? Not limited edition. Bit naughty. Bit naughty. It doesn't matter, does it? Because it's beautiful, and we were there. It's our first time to Disneyland for this ever our first time this Christmas. So to me that was just, yeah, beautiful, wasn't it? And I think actually this was something I added on afterwards. I'm terrible, aren't I? I send my lists, and then because we talk all the time, and then I'm like, well, could you just grab me this? And I'm terrible. I won't change though. I try to be so good, but I am terrible. Right, I've got some more Christmas pins. Can you believe I've got more Christmas pins? Oh my word, okay. So the next ones I got were actually again from the Disneyland hotels, because obviously we stayed there, it was our first time. So first one is the Grand Californian Hotel, but we didn't even step in it, I have to say, but they'd only got 3 pins down there, so I thought, gotta get it. And that's Chip and Dale there with the Christmas presents. Isn't that fabulous? And these were only limited edition of 1,000 and they were $16.99. So yeah, I'm really thrilled with these, really thrilled. And I'm sure, and I'm sure when these were released, it was the same day as a big release. I think it might have been a Windows of Evil release that day, or something similar. So the fact that they actually managed to pick them up for me, you can imagine, because I mean, juggling so many balls that day. Right, the next one was a hotel we stayed at, and that was the Paradise Pier Hotel. So we actually stayed at this the first leg of our trip. So that's the front of that pin. And then when you open it up in the inside, you've got Stitch. Isn't that lovely? I think these are lovely. So the last pin is the Disneyland Hotel, which we actually stayed on the last part of a trip. I can't actually believe we stayed there. And there you've got Tinkerbell inside. So these have all got really, really special memories. Our first trip, and we've got the pins that were released for each of the hotels. So I just think that's a really beautiful and a real special memory. Right, what else? We've got 2 more holiday pins, if you like. Well, 3, I suppose. Yes. Can't believe how many I've got. Right. So here we have got, let me see if I can pronounce it correctly, Mili Kalikimaka. Is that right? Mili Kalikimaka. Do 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 do. I think I did it, didn't I? Oh, and I mean, right, I don't collect these pins, but look, Donald moves his butt. How could I not do this? I thought that was so hilarious. Isn't that lovely? And this one was actually a edition of, ooh, if in doubt, of 3,250. That's a strange number, isn't it? 3,250. So the next holiday pin I've got is actually Oogie Boogie. So, and for this one, I had to get this one because at the end of the Haunted Mansion, Oogie Boogie was in there with his roulette wheel, if you like, or his Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that fab? And it's his Oogie's Holiday Tricks and Treats 2018. And this one is a limited edition of 3,000, this one is. And that's what the back looks like on that one. The last holiday pin. I love this. And this was another one I added on, didn't I? Oh dear me. Oh, and I think they'd already bought a load of these for other people, and then I messaged them on the day because I'm a devil. I've seen this, I've seen it. Have they got any left? Could you get me one? It's a jumbo. It's a countdown pin, and this is just, it's so beautiful. It comes in a box, and it's a limited edition of 3,000. And with it, it has, can you see a little stand? So you can actually stand it for next year. But look at this. Look at this. And you've actually got your wheels here to change your dates, which, there you go. You're in a wheel as well. Whoops. You can change all your dates. Isn't that just beautiful? Isn't that just beautiful? I saw that, and the colours, and the fact that Chip and Dale have got the glitter, and you know how much I absolutely adore Christmas. So when I saw this one, and Chip and Dale has got all the green glitter, I mean, look at that. It's a pin with bling. A Christmas pin with bling. So yeah, that was a no-brainer. So absolutely adore that one. And it comes in a nice little gift box as well. But that's going to be going on my, this one will go in my pin book. I've got all my boards to do, and this week in England it's actually what we call half term. So I know in America you have spring break, which is Easter. You break up, the schools break up in May, and you go back in August, and you have your weeks at Christmas off. Whereas for us, our schools, we have those dates, but we also have what we call half term. So this is, they get a week off in between, so they're not studying for a long time, and then the next time they get a week off is when your schools break up in May, and we call that Whitsun. And then our schools break up normally about the middle of July, and they go back the start of September, and then they get a week off again, which is normally Halloween week, and then they get Christmas off. But our kids only get 6 weeks off a year, not in the summer, not 11 weeks in the summer, so that's why it varies. So yeah, so there's that one. Right, newer pins, we're getting up to the newer pins. Right, had to get this one. Walt Disney Day, how could I not? We all know exactly how I feel about Walt, so that was a no-brainer. So I got that one, and that one's $14.99. And then on the back, what edition size was this one? And this was a limited edition of 4,500. So that's the back of that one. So a limited edition of 4,500. Oh, it keeps going cloudy in and out. I've got my light on, so if the light keeps coming in and out, bear with me. It's a bit of a nightmare today. I also got very, very lucky, and I was able to get a cast exclusive pin. And we all know how much I like the cast exclusive pins. And this is a cast exclusive of 1,000. I'll show you on the back of the card because I think it looks very pretty on the back of the card. It's another dome pin, but this one is the Mary Poppins one. Can you see the birds? Let me do that. And look, the birds in the bottom, they move. So you got birds there. I hope you can see that with the light on. But you got Mary Poppins there flying, and she's got moving birds. So I was very lucky to be able to get that one. Then I got another cast exclusive, and that was, I've started a new collection. You know, when your friends say to you, oh, how many collections, what are you collecting, how many collections you got, and you count them up and you're in double figures. So it's not one or two, most people have one or two big ones, but mine are in double figures. So at the moment I'm going through all my pins, and I'm trading some and I'm selling a lot because I've realised I've just got too many and it's just getting a bit silly. But I started a new one. I started collecting Sleeping Beauty and Aurora and Maleficent pins. And although it wasn't one of my favourite films, the pins are just beautiful that are coming out. So I was able to get this 60th anniversary cast exclusive again. This is 1,000 edition. And there you go. Aurora and Prince Philip. Isn't that lovely? But then if you take it off the back card, it's actually like glass. Can you see? It's like a glass, you can see through it. And I just thought that was really, really pretty. And upstairs in my office, I had one big pin board, and I've actually gone and got two more. I've got another one exactly the same, another big one which is empty. And then I've got a small one, a smaller, for the small world pins, because that's another collection I've started. I haven't opened my mystery pins yet. I've got all of those to do. I've got that many videos to do. It's crazy. Yeah, I love them. And yeah, I've got a load of Sleeping Beauty pins on their way. So hopefully I'll have got all the new releases. Hopefully, yeah. So fingers crossed. I managed to snag the 3 cast exclusives. I got those the other day. So yeah, fingers crossed it all goes to plan. Right, I also got this one, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. Now this is a quarterly pin, and it's obviously Walt in his train at Disneyland, and it's every quarter, so I'm guessing the other 3 will be oh, what do you call them, wagons, carts, carriages. Have you ever sat on a train cart? That would be really quite funny, wouldn't it? But anyway, yeah. So yeah, on carriages, and I wonder who they'll have in. I wonder if they have Mickey or what. But I think the next one will be out in April. But yeah, so yeah, I thought that was lovely. And inside it says, "I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse." Yeah, I think that's lovely. Lovely pin. Then I also got the Valentine's Day one with Ariel. So yeah, so I got that one. I haven't got any other Valentine's pins, but I got that one. I also got this one. Now, I did collect the Dumbo record, and I did get this one. But I think this is the really important thing for all of us. You see, what I think is really important for all of us is knowing when something isn't for you, because we order them off the pages that are published every month, but we don't know what the pin's going to be like, do we? And it's all about video game consoles this year. So there was this one. You've also got another one which was a Nintendo, I think it was a little handheld Game Boy or something like that. This one, and then you have the records collection, and I did have the records one as well as this one. I've decided I'm not going to collect these now. You can't collect everything, can you? And I think that's really, really important. So I got the first ones, because if you don't get the first ones, it's always the first ones that in a few months that people ask stupid prices, and it's not right. So I've decided I'm not collecting them. This year, what I'm going to be collecting is the Windows of Magic that you've seen, and I'm also be doing this one, the Crests of the Kingdom. Now this was the first one, and this is only in Disneyland. And you've got Mr. Toad on the front, and inside you got Mr. Toad on his ride vehicle going through, and I just thought that was absolutely beautiful. A really nice big heavy front. So that is the set I'm going to be collecting this year, that one and the Windows of Magic. At the moment I'm also trying for the Peter Pan pop-up book and the Alice one that's meant to be released this month. But again, until I see them, I won't know if that's something I'm going to continue with. But that's what I'm going to do this year, is those will be my main two collections. And I think it's so important, because you can't just buy every pin, can you? And I love the Hong Kong and Shanghai pins. I love the glitter and the glitz. So the fact that the two that I'm choosing are very different, I think that's lovely. So yeah, the Windows of Magic and the Crests, those are definitely for me, and possibly the pop-up books, but we'll see. That's if Peter Pan ever escapes from Neverland. He's obviously having a big battle with Captain Hook, because he should have been released in January, and he wasn't, and he's still there, and he's still fighting. And I think Alice is meant to be released on Thursday. This is a Saturday that I'm recording this. So yeah. So those are all the pins I've had from my wonderful friends over at Collectible Theme Park Items. Go and check them out, as I said, if you want someone who's reliable and you know where you stand and you get an invoice and everything. Yeah, go and check them out. I'll put all the details down below. But I hope you've enjoyed that. I've got pins I can put away. Everyone that collects pins and does videos will understand that. You get them, you put them in your pin mail and you forget about them. Especially now with a new pin board, I just want to get everything out and va-va-voom it. Take them off and reorganise and decide which I'm keeping. That's what I want to do. And I want it full of special pins, really special ones. So that's my plans. But I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button. It's free to do so. I know I always thought that with subscriptions you have to pay. You don't. It's free to do so. It just means then I become a favourite. And make sure you've got an account, because if you haven't got an account, it won't let you comment anyway. But thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Be good. Be kind. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you really soon. Bye for now. Bye.